Easton Royal Academy from Wiltshire.
We're going to tell you all about Crofton beam engines.
Crofton beam engines has been through a massive restoration process. It was bought for £75 in 1966 and the community of volunteers set off on a massive mission to restore it.
The restoration project kicked off with a group of volunteers carefully replacing decaying timbers and rebuilding the vital link between the boiler and the chimney, the flue. The engines and valves were also restored.
One of the most exciting challenges facing the team was the detailed repair of the boiler. They removed 5 loads of scales from within the boiler.
Maintenance of the Crofton beam engines is an ongoing project. As each season draws to a close, volunteers work through a checklist to prepare the engines and boiler for the winter.
Through the hard work of volunteers, the wonderful engines have been put back together so we can visit and learn. It is inspiring for us to see the difference that volunteers can make in our community, and we hope to be the volunteers of the future.
We are an eco school, so we are interested in what Crofton is doing to address the climate crisis.
One thing that has been done is that Crofton now has lots of special equipment and works with experts to monitor the engines and check any changes in the environmental conditions. This is our Megatronics programme.
In July 2022, Crofton beam engine took on a trial of eco and a different new type of fuel made of coal and ground olive stones.
This project was set up to help explore better fuel options that help to protect our atmosphere. We're still trying to figure out what's the best option.
It is great to have somewhere close to our school where we can learn how fuel generates power, because this helps us to understand that new types of fuel are needed.
Crofton beam engines is a marvel of engineering history. It can teach us about the Industrial Revolution. It's not just a thing of the past, it's a living working piece of our history.
The 1812 Bolton & Watt engine is the oldest engine in the world, still in the same place and doing the job it was designed for. This means it's unique. In 2023, when the brand new electric pump broke, putting the water levels in the canal at risk, Crofton beam engines saved the day. This shows us how important it is to keep it alive and working well.
Crofton beam engines also serves as a training ground for volunteers who are passionate about preserving historical skills and passing them on to us. By operating and maintaining these brilliant engines, these volunteers are making sure that traditional engineering skills are not lost to time.
We are so happy to have this living part of our Industrial Revolution so close to our school, so we can bring our learning to life. It is so important that we keep it going.
Kennet and Avon Canal wasn't always as brilliant as it is now. It was bought by the Great Western Railway in 1852, but the canal fell out of order as it stopped making money and people stopped looking after it. However, a beacon of hope arrived in 1962 when people started the Kennet and Avon Canal Trust, a group of people who wanted to sort it all out.
The group set about persuading the government and everyone else that the canal should be restored. There is lots of money to make it happen. It was a gigantic task, but they kept going and the restored canal was opened by the Queen in 1990.
Today, lots of people use the canal for different things, including walking, cycling, boating, fishing, dog walking and enjoying all of the nature which gathers around the canal like a magnet. This shows it's not just wonderful for people, it's superb for wildlife too.
One standout event of the calendar each year is the exciting Dividers to Westminster canoe race, a thrilling competition that draws participants and spectators from far and wide. The restoration of the Kennet and Avon Canal shows what communities can achieve if they work together for each other.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.